Hello everybody, welcome. Sorry I'm a minute late. I was having printer issues. I tell you, every time you want to do something, things just happen, don't they? Oh Lord. Are you guys the same as me? Please tell me that you too, when you go to do things, you have a time thing, and then all of a sudden everything happens. Ugh, aggravating, I'm telling you. Anywho, we are here. And I am so glad that you are here. Welcome everybody. My name is Kristen Kona and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I live in Ludington, Michigan. I have been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator for 26 years now. My anniversary was on the 10th, so we're 3 days into this. Today is Friday the 13th, December Friday the 13th, 2024. All right, guys, if you are catching me live, please say hello when you jump on it. And I am hoping Stampin'. How about Facebook plays nice with me today and lets me know when you guys are here. Please say hello if you are catching me live. Please also say hello if you are catching the replay, because I like to see who stops by. I like to say hello back to you and thank you for stopping in. It makes my heart happy. Let's take care of the housekeeping. We have a special release DSP while supplies last. These 3 different DSPs were DSPs from the past. They picked them, brought them back, but they changed the colors to them. So although the patterns may look familiar, the colors to these have changed. So how fun is that? Anybody can purchase these. These, again, are while supplies last. Hi, Mary. Thanks for joining me. So check those out. How do you see everything we have? Well, the best way to see it, of course, is to go online to my Stampin' Up! Store. It is on the flyer that is on the table down here. Because there is so much more than what we have in our catalogs. Right now, we have 2 catalogs going on. We have our annual catalog and we have a mini catalog. This mini catalog is going to go out here very shortly. I'll give you more of the details here in just a minute. But first, go on and check out the special release DSPs. Also, we are past the 10th of December. The 10th of December was the last day to subscribe to December's Paper Pumpkin. So we are on to January's Paper Pumpkin. I'm excited about it. It is geared toward Valentine's. So if Valentine's is your thing, you are gonna want to take part in this. We are doing 9 cards, 3 each of 3 designs with 9 envelopes, heart-shaped pre-cut pieces, stickers, twine, heart gem embellishments. The colors that coordinate with it are Flirty Flamingo, Petal Pink, Real Red, and the Real Red is the ink spot that you will receive in the January kit. So this year we are making cards instead of 3D items. So I'm excited. They have also brought out another set of dies that is going to coordinate with January, February, and March's Paper Pumpkins that they're going to release. We have a heart die here that, of course, coordinates with this one. We have this one, and I'm sure it'll make more sense once we get to see our February paper pumpkin. But this is going to coordinate with this, and it looks like this is geared towards plants and spring. And then March, we have a honeycomb and a bee that is going to coordinate with this one. So very exciting. Can't wait to see what they have in store for us. When you go online, there's a few things that you want to check out. You want to check out, of course, the special release in DSP. You can check out Paper Pumpkin. You can go into kits and look at all the different kits that Stampin' Up! Has to offer. We have kits for everybody. It's a box of crafting fun, and we have stamping involved in some of the kits, but not all of the kits require stamping, and that is in the details. When you look on each kit, you can bring up, of course, a description and check things out. Then while you're on there, also we have an area that's called Last Chance Products. You want to look at this. Things are moving quickly in here. This is where Stampin' Up! Is now putting things that are being discontinued. Once these items are gone, they are gone. So with that is the current mini catalog. There are items from this mini catalog that are going away, and some of those are in the Last Chance products offering. So go on, check it out, look it over, because I don't want you to miss out on anything. And this is our, I still call it our Christmas catalog. It starts in September, and it says it goes through December, but it actually goes through January 6th. And then there will be a new mini catalog that replaces this one. But right now, this is the current mini catalog. Also on the Last Chance products is some of our scrapbooking products. For those of you that don't know, Stampin' Up! Is really focusing on scrapbooking. We are going full guns into scrapbooking. We are super excited about it. They had put this brochure out in September. Products were offered to customers and to demonstrators at the exact same time. And some of the items that are in this scrapbooking brochure are also on the Last Chance products. But don't fret. That is because in January 7th, we are going to have more scrapbooking items. I will not know what those are until you know what they are. The scrapbooking items right now are being offered to customers and demonstrators at the exact same time. But because I had ordered some of the kits that were from this brochure here, I had a chance to play around with them, and oh my gosh, I love them. And if you're not a scrapbooker, that's okay, because these kits, you can also change into cards. So just because it says a scrapbooking brochure, don't think, I'm not interested. Go check it out and decide for yourself, because you can really make some really awesome cards with the items. Okay, so I said that the mini catalog is going out, right? That means we are going to have a new mini catalog. Here it is. Ta-da! This goes live January 7th. I am not allowed to show you what's underneath the cover. So the only thing I can show you is the cover to give you a little sneaky peeky at some of the stuff. that you just might see between the covers. When January hits, January 7th, we also have Celebration kicks off. If you are not familiar with Celebration, what it is, there are items in this brochure, which I am also not allowed to show you what's between this cover. But there are certain items that Stampin' Up! Has produced specifically for you during the celebration period. And this year, with every $60 order, you get to pick a celebration item for free. Every $60 increments before shipping and handling and tax, you can pick an item. They also have level 2 celebration items. And once your order reaches 120, now you can either get 2 of the $60 level items, or you can pass those up and choose 1 of the $120 order items. So, something to look forward to, just putting that out there. Stay tuned, you'll hear more about it, of course, after the first of the year. Okay, remember, while you're online checking things out, I said not everything is in the catalogs. We have lots and lots of online exclusives. Oh my goodness. And they are phenomenal. I mean, if you like what you see in the catalogs, you're going to love the online exclusives. They're similar products, but what this does is it allows Stampin' Up! More control over their inventory. And that is why they are doing online exclusives. So they can either offer products longer, or they can remove things if they're not good sellers. So it's a win-win for us. And hey, if you shop on Amazon or any other store, you already know how to go online and shop. So Stampin' Up! Is just joining in with everybody else in how to shop online. So go online, check it out. This online exclusive here is a suite of products. It was called the Iconic Celebration Suite. It has this DSP, which is 6x6 DSP. And then there is a stamp set and dies. These beautiful clear and pecan ribboned embellishments. Love these. There is a white grosgrain ribbon. So go online, check these out. I am going to be using a couple of the DSPs today on one of the cards that we are going to be making in today's project. So I wanted to show that. Also, for an online exclusive is this suite of products here, which is also a class that I will be offering the 6th of January. This suite of products is Marbled Elegance DSP. It is called the Marble Elegance Suite. We have these adhesive back heart sequins. There are a combo bag pack, and they're not chintzy bags. They're stiff. They're more thick, like a box would be, if you will. So you can do some really great things with these. The large bag is 4.5 by 5 3/4, and it is gusseted, so there's room to put, you know, a decent amount of stuff in it. And then the small bag is 3 5/16 by 3 11/16. The bags are also food safe, so if you like to give snacks away, these are great little bags to have. There's also this gold twisted thread. And then there is this bundle. This is all part of that suite. This down here is not part of the suite, but this is a different bundle that is also offered online on the online exclusives. So for the class in January, that is the Marbled Elegance class that we will be doing the 6th of January, 7 p.m. You will be receiving the heart sequins, the gold thread, and the marbled paper. This marbled paper is a specialty DSP, so it is $16.50. just for the DSP because there's foiling in it. So I want to show you these products. Here is the gold thread. These are the heart sequins, and they are super flat. So for those of you that don't like to embellish your cards because of the mail, because, you know, the post office doesn't like when we do bulky things, but these are flat, so you don't have to worry about that, and they are beautiful. And then, of course, the DSP. I'm not going to open up the package because I don't want to hurt your ears when I open it. But look, we have a side that is not marbled and does not have the foiling on it, with lots of different pretty patterns, as well as the marbled side and its various different sheets of marbling. The marbling looks different. The gold pattern on it is different. See, you can see on this one, that one has the gold on it. So differences in there. They are beautiful. Again, this class, you only have until Monday to RSVP for this class, because I need to order these products and get them here ASAP. The holidays are in there, so that's going to kind of mess with us a little bit, because the holidays are the middle of the week, so it messes with New Year's, and of course it messes with Christmas as far as shipping goes. So I need to get this order in. The fee for this class is $50, and due to me, like I said, by Monday. So even if you cannot get to me by Monday, please let me know if you're interested. We can always have you drop a check in the mail to me, or we can hook up to get the money from you later, but I need to get the stuff ordered, okay? This is the suite of products that, or the bundle rather, that we're going to be using in the class. There is a heart, a flower, and 2 leaf patterns here, of course, with lots of greetings. You do not receive the bundle for the class or any of the ink colors. So those are things that you would need to have on your own. But look at the dies that come in this. Love this. I have been playing with this a little bit, and I am in love with this. It is beautiful. This set is going to be an awesome one to have, not just for Valentine's Day, but for anniversaries, birthdays, just all kinds of things. So that is the Marbled Elegance. So let's talk about what's going on here with the Create with Love Stampin' Studio. The first thing I want you to do is mark your calendar for Friday, January 3rd. Okay, the holidays are in there, so make sure you put it on your calendar. Make sure you highlight it, so when you look at your calendar, you are reminded. But Friday, January 3rd, I am going to be doing my catalog launch party here in the Create with Love Stampin' Studio. This is my most attended, most requested class / party that I do. It is unlike any other class that I do. I, as a demonstrator, am allowed to order products ahead of time from that mini catalog that I'm not allowed to show you what's between the cover. I was able to pre-purchase things, so I am in the process of creating samples with that. So at the catalog launch party, you will get to see the products that I have ordered from the catalogs for you to actually see in person. You will get to see samples created with them, so you can see the products in action. So you'll get to look at them up close, personal. I talk about the different things to be aware of in the catalog that you might miss looking through it on your own. But then, of course, you know, when you're in the Create with Love Studio, we have to do stamping, right? So there's always stamping involved, too, when you come. And the make and takes for that day are always done with the brand new product. So you'll get to play with some of the brand new product as well. Again, that class is Friday, January 3rd. You do need to RSVP 2 weeks prior to that so that I can cut your card kit for your make and takes and have those ready for you to just stamp and play that day. You do not need to prepay for that one. I just need to know that you do plan on attending so that I can have a card kit ready for you, because I would hate for you to come and not have a card kit available for you. Okay, so let's go over my class schedule real quick here on the classes that I offer here in the Create with Love Stampin' Studio. You can mark your calendar on a monthly basis because I am very consistent. I do these classes every month unless a holiday falls in there and it changes things up a little bit, but I let you know ahead of time. But typically, the first and last Monday of every month, I do a product-based class. The products, of course, change depending on what I pick that we're going to use. These product-based classes, the fees vary according to the products that I pick. But you will go home with lots of goodies left over from the class so that you can either recreate the cards that we made here in class, or of course you can create your own when you get home. But you need to RSVP for these classes with prepayment 3 weeks prior to the class. Because I have to, like I said, order everything, get it in, cut it, and have it ready for you to play with. The second Monday of every month is my 10-card class. And I'm stressing the second Monday because not all months start the same. So you have to stay tuned to that. But the second Monday is my 10-card class. This is a card class that is for the beginner stamper. Doesn't mean that the cards are not cute. Doesn't mean that the well-seasoned stamper won't like them. You will love the cards still. But it's a great place for somebody who maybe has never stamped before and you want to give it a try. This is a great place for you to start. And the fee depends on how many cards you make. Then in January, the third Thursday in January this year for 2025 is Thursday, January 16th. It's a kit together class. This one is, it's a kit together. You get it? Get together, kit together. What you need is a kit. So if you want a specific kit here for that night, we need to get one ordered for you at least 3 weeks prior so that we can get it ordered and here and ready for you to come that night for kit class. I do and am allowed to cash and carry kits, so I have a few of those here available for you to purchase. But like I said, if there's a more specific one that you are interested in, we could always order one and have it here for you. This class is also a wonderful, wonderful spot for those who have never stamped before or somebody who wants to learn how to stamp. This is a great, great place for you to start because our kits have everything but a pair of scissors in there. Ready for you to create your projects. We have kits that require stamping and we have kits that do not require stamping. So we have something for everyone. Then the third Monday of the month is my 6-card class. At this class, you make 3 different cards, but you're doing 2 of each of the cards. And these cards are done inside, outside. You get the envelope. All you need to do then is, of course, put your address the envelope, have your own postage, and write your own personal message in your cards and send them to your friends and family. None of us receive enough Happy Mail anymore. So let's change that together. Let's see how many cards we can send out this year to touch somebody. Then, like I said, the last Monday of the month is a product-based class. So the last Monday in January, we are going to be focusing on the Wildflower Birthday Suite. Again, I cannot yet show you the items. This is in the mini catalog. So when you come to the catalog launch party, that is a great time to pay for this class, because I will be needing to order those products to get those in for you to have your goodies for the night of this class. But the Wildflower Birthday, oh my God. This suite of products was the first suite of products when I saw this mini catalog that took my breath away, and I said, I have to have that. It is gorgeous. So Monday, January 27th, 7 p.m. In this class, you'll be receiving the party dots, which are the embellishments that coordinate with the suite. You will receive the gold 1.5-inch open weave ribbon. It's gorgeous. And then, of course, the Wildflower Birthday DSP. It is a 12 by 12 specialty DSP. It has gold foiling on it. Now, we all have people in our lives that have birthdays, right? Every single one of us have birthdays. So this is a great class for you to get a jump start on your birthday cards for 2025. Again, if you would like to attend this class, I need prepayment with your RSVP by January 6th. Alrighty, so that's what's going on in the Create with Love Studio. And then lastly, this is our annual catalog. This catalog is good through the 30th of April. In May, we will be receiving a new annual catalog, our thicker catalog that is good for a year. But in the new catalog, we will have our scrapbooking line included in the new annual catalog. So excited about that. Okay, guys, are you ready for today's projects? Yes? Okay. Disclaimer right off the bat. I did not create these cards. I looked at other cards that people did very similarly to these, and yeah, that's the one thing that we as stampers, crafters like to do. We like to share everything we do, right? That's why I'm on here, because I love to share. And so I am not the original designer to these cards, but I love these cards, and I think you will like them too. So I have a lot of products to share with you today, because, you know, I just have to. So this first one is focused on the Encircled in Nature. This is an online exclusive. If you are an outdoor nature person, this stamp set is phenomenal, and I hope you see the beauty of it in the card that I'm going to make with you today. There is a set of dies that coordinates with it, so you can get it as a bundle, but you can also get things separately. So I'm going to be using that one. And then another online exclusive that I'm going to be using is the Greetings of the Season. And this was in our Gold and Greenery suite of products, but I'm going to be using some greetings from here for one of the cards. Then I am going to be using one of my favorites, and I know this one is on the last chance stuff. Oh, that one was hard. I love this bundle, but it's geared toward Christmas. It has the tree, but look at the dies. It's a double. There's 2 sheets in here. There's all kinds of decorative layers of trees that you can layer all the pieces together and make the most beautiful trees. Love this. So we're going to do a card from there. And then the last card we are going, or one of the last cards that we're going to make, I'm not sure which order, is this one, the More Than Autumn. I love this. If you are a coffee enthusiast, you know those shops that you can stop in and get a frappe or a hot drink or a little snack. Love this. Oh my gosh. I don't go to those places very much, and I still was in love with this. But again, this is another bundle, so you can make your frap. We have the snacks, the greetings, and then we have all the dies. So not only do we have words that you can stamp, but you can mix and match with the die greetings as well. This is such a fun bundle to have. So the first card I'm going to do, I am going to use the iconic DSP, the online exclusive one. And we are going to create a card, and I'm going to be using the greeting of the seasons. And I'm going to be using the Misty Moonlight ink with this one. Our first piece of cardstock is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. Perfect size card. And guess what, guys? I forgot my adhesives and my toolkit across the room. Hold, please. I'm still here. I just got to retrieve my belongings. Sorry, guys. I knew something was going to happen today. My head just is not in a good place today. Okay, 8.5 by 5.5 Misty Moonlight, scored at 4 1/4, perfect size card. Then I grabbed a piece of our Moody Mauve that is 3 1/4 by 4 3/4. And then I took a piece, 2 pieces of DSP that were cut to 1.5 by 4.5. And then I took those 2 pieces, laid them on top of each other, turned them, and then I cut the top part off at 1.5 inches. Okay? So then what that does is that gives you 4 separate pieces of DSP. Okay? So it looks like that. Now I have a little cleanup to do here, I see. My paper trimmer needs a little clean out. That's why those are on there. Anywho, and then I used our hexagon punch, which is also an online item, and took a scrap piece of white and punched out our image. Okay, and so this is what I'm going to stamp on. And so I'm going to do that before I do anything else to get this ready to go. And again, I forgot to grab liners for the inside of my card. But just cut pieces of white that are 4 by 5 1/4 for the inside. And there we go. There is our greeting in the Misty Moonlight, which happens to be the same ink color as the color cardstock on the outside. Okay, as per the title of my Fridays, it says Free Class Friday, right? So you can receive these card kits in the mail for free by placing a $50 order by midnight on Thursday next week. Okay, you have till midnight on Thursday to place your online order using the host code that you see on the piece of paper above. Okay, if you do a $50 order online, you will receive the pieces to make these cards for free. Now, I cannot give you, I cannot stamp the images. That is against Stampin' Up! Policy. So, you will just get the pieces that I tell you the sizes of, Like I can punch this out and send it to you, but I cannot stamp on it. So you will need your own greeting to stamp, okay? But you will get all of these pieces. Now, if that's a $50 retail order, so before shipping and handling and tax. If you do a $55 order online using the host code, I will send you the card kit and I will send you an embellishment of my choice for free as a thank you because I appreciate you. And so now I'm going to turn this one over and I'm using the edge of my dimensionals. These are all good. Do not waste it. Use it all up. I have had so many people come to class and they get down to the edge and they throw it away. No, don't throw it away. That's usable. So I'm going to peel off the backing to this. These cards, by the way, were also cards that I did here for my 10 card class that I offer always the second Monday of every month. So you can see how cute the cards are, right? It's a fun class. It's a great class. You will love it. Okay, so then we're going to take this one, and then this is going to go on here like so. There we go. There is card number 1. New Year's is a time that some people want to send cards, but you don't get to see a whole lot of things for New Year's, right? So I thought the confetti, you know, because at midnight the ball drops and all the confetti, right? And then, of course, you have your champagne glasses toasting in the new year. So what a cute New Year's card, right? And all the colors that I used came right from the DSP. Stampin' Up! Coordination is, to me, by far top notch. That is the thing that made me fall in love with Stampin' Up! The most, is because of the fact of their coordination. We have our inks, our papers, embellishments, ribbons, all the things can coordinate with each other. And I love that. Okay, so for this next card, we are now going on to the Decorative Trees stamp set. And so I used a piece of crumb cake. Again, that is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. Line up the corners. And take my bone folder to make it lay nice and flat. If you do not have a bone folder in your kit, you are going to want one so that your cards lay nice and flat. Then I took a piece of crumb cake that's 4 by 5 1/4 and used our Timbers embossing folder and ran it through our die cut and embossing machine and embossed that. So now this one, I'm going to take my adhesive and put adhesive on here. And then this is going to go on here. And then I have a piece of our Greenery DSP. It's an online exclusive. I love this plaid. Love it, love it, love it. This is the back. So you can see that it has foiling on one side, but I wanted the plaid. This is 2 inches by 4 inches. And so now I'm going to put adhesive on the back of here. Okay, and then this one is going to go a little above halfway, like so. So there is that. Then I took a piece of white that I believe was 3.5 by 3.5. Actually, it's 3 1/4 by 3 1/4, sorry. A white, and cut out our Stylish Shapes dies. I did a circle. And so now I am going to use my Mossy Meadow ink and my Old Olive ink and do our stamping. And so I'm going to first open up our Mossy Meadow, and I'm going to ink up our greeting. And because it's a photopolymer stamp, I can see right where I'm going because a photopolymer stamp is clear. So I know right where to set that down. So there is our greeting. I'm going to close this one up. And now I'm going to go to my old olive ink, which is just a little bit lighter than the Mossy Meadow, but they pair together beautifully. Again, how did I know to use these colors? Because they're the colors that are in the DSP. This darker one is Mossy, this lighter one is olive. And so I'm going to ink this up. And again, because it's clear, I know right where I'm stamping. So I'm going to stamp this one right over here, like so. I'm going to ink it up again. Look through the stamp. And this time I'm going to put this one right over here, like so. There we go. That is our stamping for this one. So there is the light and the dark greens. You can tell they're just slightly off right now because it's on the damp side, meaning I just used the ink. You can't tell the color difference very well, but as this dries, you'll see a difference. There is a difference. It becomes more apparent as the ink dries. Okay, so I'm using, that one is now gone. See, I used the entire sheet of dimensionals, all gone. So now I'm going to peel off the backings on here. And then this is going to go on here. Like so. There we go. There is card number 2. Aren't that sweet? Love it. Okay, this next card, we are going to use the More Than Autumn bundle, which is this one. This is that coffee one. But we're not going to do coffee with this one. You'll see. Okay, so I'm using this bundle. And we are going to be using on this one another piece of crumb cake, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. Perfect size card. Line it up. Line up the corners. Use your bone folder and make it nice and flat. Then I took a piece of 4 1/4 by 5.5 piece of our basic white, and I used our deckled rectangle dies to cut this out. Add the deckled rectangles to your shopping list because the deckled rectangles are on the last chance products. That was a dagger to my heart. I love these rectangles and they're going away. So if you would like to get these card kits for free with a $50 order, add these decals dies to your list because you won't be sorry. I use them a lot. Okay, and then in addition to the stamps for this one, which are right here, I am going to be using our crumb cake ink, which is the same color as the cardstock, but I'm also going to be using our basic black, our Memento Tuxedo black ink, sorry, to stamp our images. And so I'm going to ink up my donut image. And I am going to stamp this donut up here, ink it up again, and we're going to turn it this time and put one here, and then I'm going to ink it up again, give it another turn, and put one down here. My spacing's off a little bit, but you know what? It's all good. Whoever receives this card is going to love that you send it to them no matter what. And so now I am going to ink up my words. And I am going to then put my words up higher on this one compared to my sample. So I am going to put this one here, love you more than. Now I'm going to bring in my crumb cake ink, ink up the word donuts. I love you more than donuts. Isn't it cute? Love it. So cute. And then lastly, I am going to stamp a heart, you know, because I love them, right? I love them more than donuts. So this one's going to go right here like so. Now, in addition to my inks for this one, I've also brought in some Stampin' Blends markers. Our Stampin' Blends markers are alcohol-based markers, and when you buy them, they come in a set. You get a light and a dark of the same color, but I'm not needing both the light and the dark for the card in all the colors. But for this one, I need the light and the dark crumb cake. I'm going to be using the dark pecan pie. I am going to be using the light peach pie. And then I'm also going to be using the light pool party. And so the first thing I'm going to do is take my pecan pie and I am going to color in the donut. The thing that I love the most about the Stampin' Blends markers is you do not see the color lines. You know how when you color with certain mediums, you will have color marks or brush strokes? You do not get those with the alcohol-based markers. And because you get a light and dark together, you can use them in combination to get some shading. So when you have a more intricate image that you want light and dark on it, the detailing, you can do so very, very easily. So there's the pecan pie. And now I am going to take my dark crumb cake, and it is going in here on the heart. And then I'm going to use my light crumb cake, and this one is going to get used here on the frosting. And again, when you use these, the color looks darker when you first use it. Once that alcohol evaporates, the true color sets in. So on this lighter crumb cake, it looks dark or more wet looking when you first use it, and then as it dries, it just settles in. So again, this is the light crumb cake, this is the dark crumb cake. Can you see the difference in the shading? Like I said, they work wonderfully together. And now I'm going to take my light peach pie, and I'm actually going to flip this around. There's two tips to it. There's a bullet tip, which is the one I used here just a minute ago. And I like that one for intricate or tight places. Hold on. Sorry, I can't pick anything up. It sticks to the paper. And then we have this brush tip, which acts like a paintbrush. So if you've ever used a paintbrush, it flows like that. Very, very light pressure is all that is needed. You don't want to mash on your markers because you don't want to flatten that end, that tip. You can do that very easily if you press too hard. This is card making. This is not aerobics. It's not weightlifting. You're not trying to build muscles with this. You're just trying to make some pretty cards to send to your friends. So again, adding a little bit of color. There we go. Don't they look like delicious donuts? Okay, and so now I'm going to take this one, and you can see the alcohol-based markers, they bleed through. So if you make a mistake on the front side, you're going to have to start over again because you cannot flip it over and use the other side of the paper. So I put adhesive on here, and then I'm just going to center that on there. So there we go. There's card number 3. Isn't that just sweet? Love it. Sweet sentiment. Alrighty, we are on our last card, and for this one we are going to be using this Encircled in Nature stamp set. I did not use the dies with this one. I'm just using the stamps. We are going to be using our blending brushes, which is another technique. So here's our Night of Navy ink and our Misty Moonlight ink. Love, love, love this card. This one was the wow card of this last class, and it's just absolutely breathtaking. So you'll not only get to learn how to stamp, but you'll learn techniques while you're here too. And don't be afraid of that. I am right here guiding you, helping you the whole way. So there's nothing to be afraid of. Here's my piece of cardstock. It is 8.5 by 5.5. It was scored at 4 1/4. Line up the edges, bone fold, and there we go. Then I needed a piece of basic gray cardstock. I believe this is 4 by 5 1/4. Yes, it is. Then I cut a piece of DSP, and I don't remember the name of this one. It's our country something. Let me see if it's in the annual catalog. But this DSP is 3 3/4 by 5. It looks like wood. Love it. Oh, you know what? I don't think it is in here. If anybody knows the name of this DSP, help a girl out, please and thank you. Punches. I'm looking specialty paper. I am not sure. Country Woods, there it is. Country Woods is the name of the paper. It's on page 51 of the annual catalog right here. It's from the Country Woods suite. So there's 2 different DSPs, but it's this one. This is my second or third package of this wood. Love, 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 love this DSP. So add that one to your list too. You won't be sorry. Just saying. Then I took a piece of basic black, 3.5 by 3.5, and then I used our deckled circles to cut that one out. Then I cut a piece of basic black that is 1 inch by 2 1/4. Then I used basic white that was 3 1/4 by 3 1/4 and cut another deckled circle out. And then on a basic white, I needed a piece of white that was 3/4 of an inch by 2 inches. Okay, so these are our pieces. And so I'm going to do some assembly first, use up some of these pieces. To see the back side of that, isn't that pretty? Oh, love this. But we're using the front because the colors that I have chosen are in the front DSP. So I'm going to put this in the center of our basic gray piece. Then I'm going to take this one and flip it over put adhesive on here. And then this is going to go centered on our basic beige base. Okay. And now, before we do the rest, we are going to do some stamping. And so the first thing I'm going to do is bring in the black. And I'm going to take our greeting, and it says, "Here for you." And I'm going to stamp my greeting in the center of here. And I'm going to let that dry. And then I'm going to close this up for a minute, because remember that technique that I said we need to do? Here's the technique. I am going to start out with the Misty Moonlight. The Misty Moonlight is a lighter shade of blue. And so I'm coming in with our blending brush. These brushes are washable, so you can wash them and use them in different colors. So I'm checking my color, and then I'm just rubbing on my circle to add color to it, and I want it very soft. Okay, so there is that, and I like that look. I want it to look kind of like the night is starting to fall. So now I'm done with the Misty Moonlight. So now I'm going to come in with the Night of Navy, which is a darker ink, and I'm going to use it just on the outer edge of this. Again, checking it on here. And then blending around the outer edge. Can you see that? Can you see the two tones? I'm going to pick up a little more. Again, test it on here, because see how that does? That's why you want an extra piece of paper. And now I am going to just take it and lightly brush on the edge to intensify the edge, and then you can come back, because that ink takes it just a little bit to dry. So come back and brush on it to help blend it out. Okay, so there is that. Now I'm going to put just a little bit down here. Okay, so we are done with that. So now what I need to do is come back in with my black ink, my Memento Black, and my last two stamps for this one. And I'm going to take this one, and I'm going to ink up the grouping of the trees. And then this one, again, because it's clear, I can look down through and see right where I'm going to stamp it. And so we're going to stamp that down like so. Okay. Then I'm going to come in with my individual tree stamp, and we're going to kind of fill in over here to the side. So now it looks like there were more trees on that stamp, right? And I want a couple of trees that look like they're lone trees over here. So I'm going to do one here, and then another one up a little bit higher, like so. Isn't that sweet? Love, 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 love this stamp set. Again, this one is called Encircled in Nature. Like I said, if you are a nature person, you will love this bundle. All right, so I like the way this looks. So now I need to bring in my pieces again, and I need to take and put adhesive on the back of my main piece, and that's going to go right in the middle of that one. Then I'm going to put adhesive on the back of this one. And this one is going to get centered on the black piece. The thing I like about using liquid glue is it gives you a little bit of wiggle to use. So now I need some dimensionals, and I ran that sheet out. So let me see. Yes, I have another sheet right here. So now I'm going to take this one, and this one's a larger circle. So I'm going to go ahead and put 4 dimensionals on this one and 2 on this one. And so, like I said, if you like these card kits and you would like the pieces, nothing is stamped. You have to do the stamping. But if you would like the pieces to the cards, you could, of course, always change them out for something you have to use. You can receive the card kits for free with the $50 online order using this host code, retail order. And if you do a $55 order, you will receive the embellishments for free. So there is our last card. Isn't that gorgeous? I love this. Okay, let's bring back our cards. Where did it go? Oh, golly. Okay. Card number 1, our New Year's card. Card number 2, Christmas card. Cards number 3, we love you more than donuts. And card number 4, a night sky here for you. Which one is your favorite card? Let me know in the comments. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining me today. Friday, December 13th, 2024. I will see you next Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for our next class. I hope you guys have a great week. If you have any questions about anything at all, please feel free to reach out to me. I will have this posted on the site here shortly with the links and everything that you can click on. Go to shopping. It'll have the host code. And I will put this up on my YouTube channel as well. Please do me a favor and share me with your Facebook friends, and then go over to YouTube and find me, Create with Love, on YouTube, and like and subscribe to my channel over there. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a great week, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.